What's up, people? Welcome to a new tactics session. I'm working to prepare a tournament in France who is starting in just 1 month. So every day I make some easy tactics to warm up. Okay, not so easy, but okay, they are not very hard. So okay, let's start the training session. I'm going to be like for 45 minutes more or less today. Okay, rook. Now what to do? Rook here have no sense. D5 is logic because he should take it. And there, I don't know how to continue. Queen c3 doesn't work here because he can just take the rook. Rook takes and doesn't work too. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Because d5 he just can take. If I take the rook, queen takes. No, rook b7, queen b7. No, nothing more there. So d5 looks so logic, but there then I don't know how to continue. Because d5, yeah, that's I put okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Because rook e6, queen e6. And d5, pawn takes d5. I don't know. Ah, yeah, sorry. Queen b7, second e8, and just take the queen. And if king c7, rook e7. Okay, now I have two pieces down. This knight is hanging, the rook is hanging, this knight is hanging too. So queen takes d5 looks very logical. Just threatening rook takes e5. And if he cannot take the rook, because the queen is hanging, so okay, now knight here. What I can do? Rook e5. No, maybe bishop b2. And if bishop b2, I can take the queen, rook takes, queen g5, and just move the rook. Or just give a check. b5 looks logic, but I think that bishop b2 is stronger. Okay. Now, king game. King g4 is an obligated move. He's going to play b3, h5, king h2, king f... No, king h2, h4. Ah, yeah, king g4 now. h4, king g2, h4, h5, king g2, h4, takes, king f3, king h3, king e3. Yeah, why not? Now, maybe I should take here, probably. King f3, king here. That's it. King takes, king f3, king h3, b3, king h2. Damn, man, it's a draw, so I should take on f4. Yeah, king f4. King h3, king e3, h5, f4, and I win. Okay, no, damn. But here, if h3, but this was a draw. I don't know. Okay, fair mistake. Very bad. d6. I should play d6. Rook c2, a rook here. Just king here. Okay, d6 is only move. Now, I can play... Okay, I can play king b1 or not. King c2 is another normal move. No, but king c2 no goes. No. King. Yeah, yes, king c2. Okay, now I should play h4, followed by g4 takes and promote this pawn. And now this guy runs. Yeah. Okay, queen c1. And this beautiful checkmate. Queen c1, king g2, rook a2, king takes, queen h6, and queen h3. Back. Some rook to e4 and the other one rook to e4. I think that is some rook to e4, but I don't know what of two. c4 is another normal move. She takes maybe, but I think that rook takes looks fine. Bishop takes, rook takes. And this position looks very nice. He haven't rook d8 because the bishop is covering this square. So rook e4, bishop e4, rook e4, and there I don't know what he can do. But I don't know what rook plays. If one, I know, because if I take with the rook, there he have queen f3. That's why I should take with the other rook. Okay, easy. Okay, knight h5, king f3, queen f, no, or king, I don't know. I hate this exercise of knights and kings and queens. I don't like, because all the time the king can go to many places. Okay, knight h5, king h4, and knight. King h4, g5. And again, he have like 3 squares, g4, h3, all the time he have hundreds of squares for the king. But anyway, that's the only move. Okay, now think. I have no checks, because when I f4 is covered, the g5 looks nice, because knight g5 is coming. I don't know what to do if not. Okay, queen d2 will be another position. I'm going to play g5. In this type of position, you can calculate everything, but you should feel the position. Okay, and now it's time to play knight f4 and followed by queen g2. Now, a7 should be the move. With a7, I'm threatening a8, and I don't know how he can stop the move. Okay, now a8. Yeah, this was a easy exercise. Now he's threatening take here and 3-4 repetition. So how can I stop? Maybe with queen a7, because first I'm threatening on f7. So he should play bishop d2, rook g2, queen f1, queen g1, bringing the queen to the defense. Queen e6, king f8, queen c8, king g8, queen h8, queen king e7, rook e6, queen e6, king d8, rook h8, checkmate. Okay, I go with black. b2, rook b8, a3. No, so slow. No. Rook here. Rook here, and then b2, b1. Yeah, let's run. Okay, now this looks logic. Yes, will be. Oh, I have queen here too now, but there queen d2. So queen c6. Queen c6. Yeah, queen c6. Why not? And now I need to take the queen. Yeah, very easy. Rook f6. Pawn takes rook e8. Rook e6. Knight d6. Yeah, rook e6, rook f6, knight d6. Rook d6, rook e7, rook e8, knight a8, and it's a draw. So that's the typical tactic. Rook d6. Okay, now I have knight something. Somewhere, sorry. Knight h4. Looks nice because I'm threatening to take here. And I'm nothing more. So he can just move the rook. But then rook g5. Yeah, that's the move. Okay, I can take knight d5, knight d6. Now rook d3, rook d8, and promote the pawn. And the rest was easy to defend. Now king f1, avoiding checks and attacking the rook. And then rook h7 is coming. Okay, good defensive move. F5 maybe, because f5 I'm threatening again the checkmate. And if g4, h4. Yeah, f5 I like h5. And he can take because the rook is hanging. Okay, queen f4. Now rook c8, king h7, g6, pawn takes. No. Rook c8, king h7, queen b1. No. G6 will be good. Rook c8. Sorry, rook c8, king h7, g6, takes, and then there queen e6. Yeah, that's good. Okay, better try. But now just rook h8, king here, and queen e6. Okay, I'm working well more or less today. I just have one mistake. Let's try to keep the streak. Queen f3 followed by 92. Rook e1, rook e1, rook d4. Because rook d4 is not possible because rook e1. Bishop d4 have no so much sense because I'm not threatening nothing. So rook e1 is the only logical move. And now I should take on d1 with one rook, but I don't know with which rook. With this one have more sense, but I don't know. Yes, because this rook is hanging too, so I should take it with the rook. Now there are no checks, so I need to take the knight. Okay, 1 second, I should review that okay, it's initial less 38. 1 second. Okay, let's continue. 94. No, I can take on d4, queen e7, rook f1, rook takes f1, queen takes e7. Okay, he give the intermezzo check. I should respond with rook f7 because if not the rook is hanging. Rook h8. Okay, it's not checkmating one, but close. No. What? 1 second. Rook here. King g5. Pawn takes f4. If king h4 takes checkmate, if king here, rook f8, king e7, and the king escapes. We didn't want to allow the white king to escape. That's very, very important. So what to do here? Pawn takes f4 looks nice. Because yes, pawn takes f4, here the queen have no checks, and then rook h8 is coming. Okay, I should go for this pawn. But I should go fast now. Bishop h3, bishop b2, bishop c3 is too slow. We should go faster with bishop b4, c3, c2, and c1. Rook here, because I was thinking rook e8, but rook c1, and I have nothing there. So rook b8, and if rook c1, rook b2. Okay, today I'm working very good. a5, f4, ta. Yes, let's see the idea. a5, in this type of pawn races, for example, first we should calculate the forward pawn race. We promote and he promote. Nothing happened. So we should try to place the white king in a square who is check. For example, a5, f4, a4, f5, a3, f6, a2, f7. And now I say that we want to place the white king in a square who is check after our promotion. So king e7, and if king g7 there, then we promote with a check. That's the idea. Very typical theme. Now I'm going to take the queen, of course, no more options. If he attack the queen with a check, I can capture the bishop, and if he give me a check on f7, on d7, sorry, I can go to g6, and if he give me a check on f5, I can go to g6 too. So I'm going to grab the queen and now take the bishop. No! Shit, no, damn! Because after rook takes, my rook is under attack and the bishop is under attack. I missed that. So I should play bishop e6, yes, to defend the queen with the rook, yes. Huge fail. Okay, rook g2, king g2, bishop c8, not so great. So maybe I can change the order. My trainer always say, my coach always say that when you watch a tactic, for example, like rook d2 and bishop c8, and doesn't work, try to change the move order. First play bishop c8, attacking the rook, and attacking on d2. Now I can take here and just winning. Okay. Rook g7, king g7. No. e6, no. Queen d3, I prefer queen d3. If king back, if the king goes back, queen d8, and yes, queen g6. If king g8, queen d8. If king h8, maybe I can take here or something like that. Okay, queen d3 I'm going to play. And now queen d8, rook g8. So So rook g7 maybe. If bishop takes queen d8, and taking the rook, of course. And if he takes with the king, I have queen g3. And after rook g7, I'm threatening queen e7, so that's the move. Now check here and take the rook. Rook g6. Rook g6 maybe. Rook g6, knight f2. But okay, just move the king. Or rook a2. Is rook a2? Knight f2, queen f2. Rook a2, rook g3. Rook g3, knight f5. I like rook g2. I can't explain exactly why, but I like them, of course. Here, okay, I have a piece up, but black have 6 pawns against just 2 of me. So I'm down in material, so I can just grab the rook. I should go for more material with rook a2. Now queen takes, and the queen is hanging. Okay, this pawn game should be easy. Take on f6, take on f6, d5, and win the game. Okay, I'm working good. So I just have 2 mistakes in how many time we have? In 16 minutes. Okay, I'm going to make 45 minutes. King takes h6, it's the only move. And now I need to defend the pawn. I want to defend the pawn in this square. So I should place the bishop in this square. So how I can make that? Because if not, the king is coming to b4 and playing a4. And if we have the bishop in this diagonal, he can play maybe king c3, king d2, and return here. So bishop h3, because if king c5, then I have bishop d7, and if he doesn't advance the king, I can king with my king. And now placing the bishop on a4 and winning the game. Okay, rook f8. Okay, rook h3, queen king g5. No, I can take the rook or not, because maybe rook f7 is enough. Rook f8, queen g3, king f1, and there's nothing there. Because okay, with my queen I cannot make so much things. One could be rook h3, king g5, queen h7. Okay, this looks interesting. So rook f8, it's true that I have my queen so far. It's normally it's easy to defend with a queen so far. So rook f8, queen g3, king here, and there he have queen d3. Yes, he have this important check. So I prefer to play rook h3 and just take the h7 pawn with the queen, and he have no attack there. Or the other option is rook h2, but maybe he can play rook f2 with a 3-4 repetition. So yes, I just going to take this pawn and let's see what happens. Okay, we have nothing. Rook f2 now. Yeah, I'm going to take the rook. Why not? Rook g7, bishop f6, king d7, take the rook and nothing. So rook, bishop f6, pawn takes f6, rook g8, king e7. Rook, bishop, king, bishop. Rook e7. Why not? Rook e7, threatening everything. Rook e7, I'm threatening bishop f6. If he moves the rook e7. I like this move. Okay, that doesn't work. I don't know what to. Because bishop f6, I don't like that. Rook g7. Okay, rook g7, I have more material. Yes, I just doesn't count pawns. I have 2 extra pawns. Of course, it was the tactic, but I just doesn't count that I have 2 extra pawns. I can take the queen, he take my queen, I take his bishop, I have more pieces. Yeah. I have no more options because I'm piece down, so. And now take the bishop. Oh, fuck. Whew. Yeah, I can count pieces. Okay, Miguel, focus. I'm losing I'll fail 2 in a row, so let's be focused again. Okay, queen a1. Now, bishop f7, king f7, queen f, so bishop c7, king c7, queen f7, takes queen. Nah, just king b6 there. No sense. I should play more aggressive. Queen f7 directly. Threatening queen e8, threatening the bishop, and threatening c7. I don't know if he can defend everything, but looks hard. Queen b2, queen f7, queen b2, king d3, queen b1. No, or queen f7, queen b2, bishop d2. Simply. Just attacking the bishop and the pawn. I'm going to make that. No, king d3, queen b1. King d3, queen b1, and king c4. Now, king c4, I didn't want to place the king on c4. So bishop d2. I not threatening on c7, but I'm attacking the bishop and I attacking queen e8, and I don't see how he can defend both. So bishop d2. Fine. Bishop take here. Pawn takes, threatening rook h7. Why not? I'm not threatening directly the rook, but okay, if the queen leaves, the rook is hanging. Rook here. Queen g4. No, rook. I like this idea, but I don't know how to make it work. Okay, maybe f4 or h4. No, f4. f4 looks nice because the knight have no squares. The knight should go to f1. Strange. But the other idea of rook h4, rook h4, rook h2 is interesting. Okay, what more ideas? More ideas. f4, queen d3, king h8, knight f1, f3 there. That's fine. f4, f4, f3. That's my plan. And now I don't know if. Okay, he's trending what? Knight f6 or champion. No, I can't take the knight. He's yeah, I should take the knight. He can take the bishop, but okay, this looks horrible for him. Now f3 is coming. Rook f1, king d2, queen f2, king d3. No. Queen e7, queen e2. No. Bishop. Rook f1 is the first move. King d2. Queen f2, king d3. Rook f1, king, queen f4, king d3. No, rook f1, king d2, rook f4, rook. Okay, I'm going to place here the rook to calculate better. Okay, he made the stupid move of king e2. Now I just have to check rook f2 and queen f2. If rook f2, just king e1 or king d3, or yes, rook f2 have no sense because there I have no checks. Rook a1, the problem of rook a1 is that he have queen here, king bishop, and if king bishop, so I can escape with the king. And if queen g7, queen, 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 and if the king tries to escape, just checks with the bishop. So what to do here? Because okay, rook a1, queen e5, king e2, bishop c2, queen g7. Okay, no, I can take the rook. Queen g7, queen e8, king h7. No, I can take the rook. So I just can give the check. Okay. And now queen g3 again, the only move. Because if I take the rook, it's segmenting one move. So alright. Now, if I want to win this game, I should play king c4, because the rest of moves are just stupid. And now I don't know if push or just play rook rook a7. Because d3, rook here, king b3, king e3, king b2. Yeah, that's the technical move. And just push the pawn. Okay, rook e8, king here, queen f5 or queen e4, queen f5, queen g6. No, I can't. Rook e8 and queen f7. Why not? He have queen d1. No, he have queen d1 there. Hey, but rook e8 is the first move. There's no doubt about it. Rook e8, king h7, queen f5, queen g6. No, I don't know. Rook e8, king h7, queen f7, queen d1, king e2, bishop d6, g3, queen e2. No. Oh, queen e2 no, but queen c2 or something like that. So, okay, rook e8, king h7. Queen f7, rook d1, queen d1. Ah, rook e1 there. Yeah. Yeah, very easy. Queen c1, king a2. No. Queen c7. Knight d4. Knight d4. And queen c1. King a2. Okay, what is threatening? Okay, we have the same material. White is not threatening nothing. Okay, he's threatening my queen. Fine to. Okay, so I can move the knight. I can move the rook. Okay, I just can move the queen. I have no more options. Queen d6 could be a possibility. Threatening queen rook c1. Okay, queen d6 is interesting. Queen d6, why not? Queen d6. I like queen d6. Okay, it's not the most forward move, but why not? Queen d6. How he can defend? With g3? No, with rook f4 looks not. Rook f4, no. Can be rook f4. Queen d6 looks fine. Okay, I'm going to play queen d6. No, it's always check. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm not understanding. Why not queen here? Stupid. Okay, I need to move the queen because he's threatening my queen. Ah, maybe queen d4 threatening the bishop and coming to c8. No. Okay, I'm not understanding the exercise. I only can move the queen. Where I can move the queen? Maybe queen here. Here. No. Okay, not queen here. Queen. I play queen d6, queen c1, queen here, and queen here. I don't see more moves of the logical moves of the queen. Maybe queen b6. Okay, let's see. He's threatening something more apart of the queen. I don't see nothing more. Maybe queen b6 to play rook c1. No, I don't understand this exercise. I think that queen d6 is the best move of the position. Maybe. Okay, tactics. Yes, I'm making a tactical exercise and I don't see the first move of queen takes, check. No, I just see stupid moves. I'm hungry. How much? Okay, I'm going to make 15 more minutes. I think that I have 5 mistakes. Let's see. I have, yes, 5 mistakes. I'm going to make like 15 more minutes, so let's try to make 0 mistakes in these 15 minutes. Okay, bishop c2, knight c2, queen e1, checkmate. Oh, not checkmate, but yeah, checkmate. Bishop c2, king, rook c2, rook e1, bishop c2, king c1, rook e1. Yeah, I'm going to play bishop c2. Take, 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 take. Because, for example, let's calculate all the endgame. Take the pawn, take the pawn. This is logical because I need a route for the king to enter. Because let's understand the endgame. If I just take here, for example, let's explain well the exercise. If I take on d6, he can take, and before closing the position, and it's a draw because I cannot enter with the king. Okay, if I play before, again the same. I'm closing the position, and I cannot enter. So I should open the position with b takes, and now king d6, trying to go for this pawn. He's going to play king d3, blockading the route. King c5, king c3. There, I should think carefully, but the good move is a5 there. We are going to have these 2 pawns and these 2 pawns, and the king's on c5 and on c3. So it's mutual 2-1. If white moves, he have problems, and if I move, I have problems. So here, white cannot move the king. He just can move the pawns. If he plays h4, h5, g3, g6, g4, g5, all the time. Takes. No, then, yes, I want to play. This doesn't count because I want to play king c5. Okay, I want to explain well this exercise with a board. I want to take a board to try to explain the exercise. Okay, but this doesn't go because. Okay. No, but all the time goes forward, and I just want to explain the exercise and take a. Okay, 1 second. Just don't jump to the next puzzle. Okay, now I want to analyze the position. Okay, analysis board. Here, no, practice with computer. What? Okay, now if white plays king c3, now through one here. Let's see. If white moves the king, we enter on b4. If white goes to b3, we enter on d4. And for example, if h4, h5, he can play g4, g3, g6, and now the king should move, and now we are going to capture a pawn. If he plays here, for example, g3, we should make the same, g6, all the time. If g4, g5. If h4, h5. And here, we should copy white. And if g4, g5. Easy. So that's the exercise. I made a mistake, but because I'm talking and I disconcentrated, but I was the puzzle easy. Queen d2, h6, king h8. Queen d2. Why king h8? No, okay, now. Okay, I should concentrate again. I continue training. This get fucked. Okay, continue training. Dude, doesn't work. Okay. I don't know if the position that I saw previously was showing in the stream. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, it's 11 minutes. I shouldn't play. 1 second. Mode. I'm going to put a jump to the next puzzle instantly. Okay, now I should make 20 right exercise with 0 mistakes. Let's focus. D7, king e7. No. C6, no, because he can take. Rook e7, king here. Rook takes, and there. This that's the key. C6 and this pawn runs. D7 is not possible because king e7, so c7 and now. Rook f3, knight f3. No. The rook to f3, knight to f3. Yeah, that's easy. And now rook f1. Why not? Yeah, rook f1. Queen takes. Rook takes. Knight takes. And then I capture this pawn and this pawn. I have two rights. Exercise. Queen f1, rook f1, rook f1. No, no, no. Bishop e4. Rook e4, rook f1. Queen e4. Bishop takes. He can take with the rook because there is checkmate, so he can take with the queen. And there, I don't know. Okay, maybe here I have this incredible move h5 queen here. No, 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 no. No, so bishop takes, queen takes, rook e8. I don't know. I don't know. Rook f4? No. Rook f4, no. Queen. Bishop takes and rook a8 is logic, but I don't see how to continue there. But bishop is bishop e4 looks like the most natural move here. No, but I don't know if this is the best. Because h5 doesn't work because queen g6 and I don't see nothing there. Rook f1 doesn't work too. Rook f4, no. Maybe rook here could be logic. Bishop takes. Okay, bishop can take because I take here. Okay, should be rook e1. If it's not rook e8, okay. Rook e8 is the most natural move. Now, okay, this tactic is easier. Rook e4, queen e4, bishop e4, bishop f2. No. Bishop e4, bishop e4 because of bishop f2, no? Queen e8. Queen e1, rook e1, rook e4. No. Rook e4. Ah, no, sorry, rook e4. Then rook e4, queen e4, rook e1. Changing the order, like my coach said. Oof. Okay, I was thinking bishop here, king here, rook takes, bishop g1, and bishop c5 winning. Okay. Queen e8, rook takes doesn't work. Rook d4. Queen d4. Why not? Wait, why not queen d4? It's simply queen d4. Rook takes, I take the knight. Pawn takes, I take the knight. Ah, queen d4, he have rook b8. Incredible move, intermezzo. But there, king a3, that's the key. Queen here, now king a3. And now I can take the knight. Okay, king d5 is, okay, king d5 is the only move. There, king here. Okay, king is, okay. And now I can take with the pawn because king d7 draw. So I need to take with the pawn. He can advance because king c7, c3, d6, move, d7, c2, d8. Second, I take on b6 with a winning position because these two pawns are going to fall. And if king d8, king b6, c4, move, and I win. Knight f3, king f1, bishop d3, bishop e2, bishop e1. Ah, checkmate in 3 moves. What? Pawn c7, knight c6. No, 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 no. Queen a7. I really love this tactic. Queen a7, because the pawn here attacking a knight in the A rank is a very common tactic because he's threatening to promote on b8 and he's threatening to promote on a8. So, for example, if you defend the a8 square, I can take the knight, and if you defend the b8 square, I can promote on e8. So, really nice tactic. a8. Okay. Good streak. Continue training. Continue training. Whew. What a dumb. Okay. Rook b5. No. Rook b5. It's second. No, it's stupid. Queen c8. Rook. I find the move. Rook c8. It's a common tactic. Rook d8. I can take. Rook b5. I'm threatening knight c6 and rook b8, and this is unstoppable. Is it unstoppable or not? No. Okay. Let's think. I have knight c4 too. No, knight c4. Okay, that's only move. Then. Knight here. Dude, knight here. Okay, five more minutes are going to work. f4. King f4. Rook f2. King here, queen checkmate. King here, rook f5, checkmate too, so f4 does. d3. And king f3. Queen, checkmate. Okay, today I'm working more or less good. Because other days, making this tactic, I fail so much in easy exercises. But today I'm working fine. Okay, but continue training. The button doesn't work. Continue training. Computer is stupid. Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, finally. Rook h5 followed by rook f5 is completely winning. So I surrender in that seat. And now rook e5, f5. Okay, I have rook rook f7. Rook f7 is stronger. Because okay, rook e5, king g6, and he can hold more or less. But rook f6 is stronger because now another check and f5 is coming. Rook d8. Take, king here. No. Rook d8, rook e8. Rook d8 and then rook e8. Fine. I ending well the workout. Okay, 1 more minute. Continue training. Doesn't work. This it. Damn. Oops. Continue training. He's not work. Okay, I should make it again. Okay, it's like doesn't work well. That's what Daily says. Okay, she's threatening this 100 of checks, so I can play rook e1 TLD. Rook c1. Okay, this is the move. Bishop d2, rook d2, and there, rook e1. Nothing more. No, shit, I want to make the arrow. Shit, I want to make the arrow just. I didn't want to play the move. I just want to make the arrow to calculate. Okay, I'm going to make the same calculation anyway. Rook here. Pawn takes. Queen takes. King here and queen g4. And there's nothing. So that's my calculation, not my move. Okay. What can I make if not? I can play queen h5. It's stupid. Yeah, but I didn't want to play the other move. It's just the arrow. And now bishop b3. And bishop b3 to capture on g6. Because, okay, I can take with the rook. Queen takes. Queen g7. But I have no pieces. So bishop. No, but if bishop b3, he have king g7. Maybe queen h6 threatening rook h5. No. Okay, that's a real mistake. The other one was fuck, that's it. Bishop g6. Okay, the last one. I should finish with a good one. F takes g5. Okay, now I should take the pawn, because what I can play if I don't take the pawn. And now king comes here, king comes here, king comes here. And I need to take with the pawn. And the king comes. Okay, I'm going to finish the workout here. I made like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mistakes. And like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 60 good exercise and 7 mistakes more or less. So okay, good workout. I hope that the tomorrow or the next day I make this tactic. I want to make it better. So okay, this was the tactical workout for today. I hope that you enjoy and you solve some of the exercise. So let's see in the next video. Bye bye.